So today is the day of the episode. It's been a little while since the last video before I recorded the demos for the engineer episode, but I like to have sushi sometimes before the show because I'm lazy. So now that the food has been consumed, I'm going to start the episode. So it's currently 18:28, so normally the show is at 8, so right now is where I start from scratch, where I just go into my email and then I start from there. So from now it's going to be computer footage. Alright, so welcome to the pre-production. This is the email that I have that I normally receive in. This is the HiGPS replace one, and as you can see, this is like all the older demos. I've kept everything so far. What's the total? So there's like 14.71 gigabytes. Oh, 98%. I have to delete some of this. But this, I've never emptied this, so all of the shows submitted replays and all the stuff makes up for almost 15 gigabytes worth of stuff. But here we have the latest Rescue Ranger stuff with the Wrangler. So this is what I just do. People made a thumbnail, and usually I just get one or two thumbnails sent because, you know, we're not that big of a channel. But that looks pretty cool, actually. So gonna be using that. Zane Minnick made a pretty good one. And then we have the Rescue Ranger, so we just go and download all of these demos. So lately, like since we've moved a bit away from demos, especially this, replays aren't as common, and replays are kind of a bitch to get anyway, so probably should have moved away from those sooner because I was only doing first POVs. Anyway, so we have Karma's Camera is going to be submitting a couple of demos. And then we got Rattle Wrench with some nice formatting. I really hope that Valve adds some way to edit demos so you can like clip out that one life that really matters. Build Sentry, Destroy Sentry, and this is the Fuck Harvest. And the Rescue Ranger and Wrangler. And someone sent to the wrong email, so this is actually me just forwarding. And here we have it. So, now that I got all of those downloaded, let's go into the folder. See here, there we go. That's all of these. Then I go here, and I actually had this folder created before Valve introduced this, but then we have a folder I called Extractica, and this is if there's any RAR files or zip files, I extract them here, but I don't, so I just move them back. So here's all the demos here. And I also have recorded my own. Here I got the Rescue Rang, so I got six of these. Gonna be moving these in as well. Still feeling that sushi. Switching audios to the proper one. Right. So I have two monitors. Let's see if I can bring up the other one. That's wrong. And monitor capture and monitor number 2. There we go. That's the other monitor. Yeah. This is the first one. So normally I just move this one over here, so I have it. This is where I have all the chat and all the other stuff is usually here. So let's go back to the first monitor, which is where TF2 is going to be. So I'm going to show you actually the process of how I go through this. So I use TF2 with windowed mode, and I don't need this anymore. So I think this is actually going to be pretty quickly to go through. Normally engineer episodes are a pain in the ass, but thanks to... I also think my microphone's a bit loud because I did some dubbing with a friend, Attitude and me. We did some Powerpuff parody Norwegian fan dubbing. So that was pretty fun. So hopefully the audio levels are fine now. So this is what I do. So now I look at the other file and I go, oh yeah, so this is the name of that. All right, and then we go in TF2. And then I go play demo / demos / and then this name. And then I watch it pretty quickly. And so far, I usually like to make notes out of the episodes, like, or out of the demos. Like we see something that we haven't seen before. So if you just happen to be first, you're in luck. So I know the Rescue Ranger pretty well, so I don't really need to look this up in... Does the camera show up? Hey, it does. Wow. Sure looks nice with those things in the background. Normally I look up the Wikipedia article if there's something that is unclear, but these items I feel are pretty good. I haven't done any sort of testing with damaging and stuff, but that's how we do. So I normally watch it at this tempo, right? So just to see if anything special is going on. So he gets a couple of kills with that. So he's already killed 2 people with his Rescue Ranger. So that's going to be the kind of the theme here, getting kills with Rescue Rangers. So if others later are getting kills with Rescue Rangers and not really doing much, then they're not going to get featured. It's pretty much the way of thinking. So then Spike saps his stuff. Sentry's down. He's not doing anything. He's just waiting around, building another sentry. Then he's hanging around. It's going to bring it to the front. And then I sometimes speed up, like if I know he's just going to run. Speed it up, so he's going to work this here. Picks up the ammo. Spike comes in and saps. So far, overall, I think this is going to be the first one to feature because he's doing all right. I mean, he's offendineering. He's also using the Rescue Ranger. You see it right there, qualifying. He's not used the Wrangler yet. And as I say that, he actually uses it and he dies. So that's actually going to be the intro because it was the first one I saw. And that's the one we featured first, right? So I'm just going to call that 1. Let's see if we can go into the monitor. Whoops, that was the previous thumbnail. So I just call this like 1-rattle wrench intro. And the reason this is a good intro, not only because like he happened to get it first, but it's because it showcased killing people with the Rescue Ranger, using the Rescue Ranger to repair, and using the Wrangler. I don't think he picked up any buildings, but then maybe we will see that in a next replay. So moving on, going back to TF2. We just copy paste the names, and then we're going to blast through this one. So there we go. He's now on mini sentries actually. So he's switched it around. So this could also qualify for the mini sentry version because he used big sentries before. Now he's just hurling out buildings on upward, and he spends. Wait, okay. So this is where I would go back, right? I go back and I was like, okay, what actually happened? So I usually go back like let's say 2002 ticks because this the time was 3000. It costs you 100 metal to build a mini sentry, right? So what does he do? Oh, he spends 100 metal. Pick it up. Okay. That's a sentry up there. So picking up a mini sentry instead of destroying it and building it, I guess it's faster because you pull it up. So you spend the same amount of metal. So I guess that works. I actually didn't know that, but that's why this is good to have the HUD. Otherwise, I would have had to test that. And you can see he's going to go here, and he's probably going to, yeah, he's going to kill a sentry with the sentry here. Regardless, the heavy got the point, but he actually did that. So this is going to be the second feature replay because he's using the mini sentries as an extension of himself. And then he dies to a sniper. And oh yeah, I got items. Sweet. All right, so moving on to the next one. So this is going to be 2. Let's see. Rattle wrench mini sentry play is what I call it. And then we go on to the last one from Rattle Wrench. So go back to game, enter the next demo, and let's see if we can see something we haven't seen before. Pretty much. Did I? Oh yeah, there we go. I did the wrong. All right, so now he's on defense. We haven't seen that. So he's gonna go and instantly wrangle everything. Gotta go back to spawn. And this is where I check if the replay is very long. So it's currently 2 minutes something, so it's not the longest. Gets help from another engineer, so we haven't seen that either. So this might get featured as well, unless better examples come later down the road. So this is the first time we get a defensive setup here. Very, very standard. And it's not really like this loadout that you have here doesn't really favor using the Wrangler, because if you're going to use the Wrangler, you got to use the sentry to wrangle it a lot. There we go. Then he dies from the fall. Jesus, oh man, that is absolutely going to get featured. Keep in mind, you guys will see this after the episode, so you will already have seen this. But yeah, I've not seen that before. So yeah, that's some rattle wrench strategies here. So we're just going to speed things up and see if anything happens. So he jumps. Nothing happens for a while. He runs into a pyro and dies. Okay. So that one is pretty cool. And I'm going to name that the rattle wrench throwing heavy. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna do anything funny here. So this is something I do every once in a while. So I brought up my my soundboard here called Simple Soundboard, and I have a lot of sounds here that I've like all of these, right? So what I like to do here sometimes is I like to go back and see if I can time this with a sound effect. That's what I like to do. Like most of the sound effects I do an improv, but like here, it's kind of funny. So we just kind of super fast forward a lot because I got a super fast forward button. So let's see, when does he do the thing? So he goes here. I think he's here because he runs away from it. Let's see, he goes there. Okay, so forgot to check the time. So let's see, he's just still waiting. 7:23. Speed this up a little bit. So that's that guy. We've seen that. Okay, so here's the heavy. So it's 7:21. All right, let's see it in normal speed. Maybe we'll play this sound. Okay, let's see. So yeah, something like that. Something like that. I have to play the sound after he stops shooting. So yeah, that was pretty cool. So I'll be using that. Oops. So let's go on to the next one. And I'm gonna go into the game. And this one is called Build, Destroy, Build, Destroy, Build, Destroy. So I'm not sure who this is. So this is someone else, I guess. Builds the teleporter. And this is setup time, so I can just speed things up super quickly. So there we go. Building teleporters, building everything. Yeah, he's just, oh, this is Karma's camera. Okay, that's cool with the buildings because you can kind of see. All right, so now stuff has happened. So he's using the Wrangler and the Southern Hospitality. So we haven't seen that so far. Southern Hospitality. So we actually uses it to kill or hit a spy. So this one might get featured because we haven't seen that yet. But there's really not a lot going on in this replay. And the other day, I can't tell how many engineers they have. It looks like they have a lot. Ton of engineers. That's the thing about doing these episodes, I realize that some are really long and there's really not a lot happening. So there you go. It's just kind of hanging out, speeding up. Oh, so we use the Wrangler a little bit. Kill a couple of people. Using it, the Wrangler again. So this is the most Wrangler use we've seen, I think, so far. And he's like, it's a 1 sentry, so this will probably get featured as well because he's like tanking a lot, and now he has to repair it while it's being wrangled. So that's a good place to show like the damage or the repair reduction that you get. I haven't done the math on it, and I don't think I will because it's just like the videos tend to be general usage and not like highly super specific on numbers. Here you go, he picks it up. Yeah, so yeah, picks it up and then drops it in the zone. Not the best. It's going to be rebuilding. The enemy team captures. I'm probably going to steamroll through right here. Hits a spy. Gets the gun to level 2. Goes back. Oh, it looks like they're stabilizing. Going back. And grabbing this and repairing it. Staying back, repairing it as well. So there you go, and oh, we got taken out by some demos. So he's going to be repairing this still. How long is this replay? 9 minutes. Jesus. That's the thing about engineer episodes. They're pretty long. So yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna, because of that, I'm gonna have to showcase that. So this is just this will be the basic one. So if other replays are you're defending and you're just doing the basics and nothing too fancy, then probably won't get featured because he's in the front, he's doing the build and repair, and the guns get taken out, he immediately rebuilds it, and then he gets destroyed, and he's going to rebuild it. Yep, and there you go. He packs it up and puts it here. Time's about to run out. And the demo's about to end, so probably the team won't be able to cap this, just looking at the time. I'm just going to rebuild it again, and then wrangle it. Oh, the interest of engineer episodes, watching people whack sentries. Alright. He still hasn't died, mind you. And he top fragged. Cool. Alright, so that one is just going to be titled 4. This is the order I'm doing them in. Karma's camera standard play. Alright, so the next one is called Fuck Harvest. So I guess that guy is going to die or play very badly on Harvest. I did Alt Tab and Enter, and that is, yeah. So who is this? Ferris. So he's going to build and spawn, and then he's going to carry it out, maybe. Maybe he's going to rock jump. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff going on, and people are running into spawn, and he gets a couple of kills, and the enemy runs into the enemy spawn, dying. This is a capture of King of the Hill map, so this might get featured as well, because, you know, it's the only map, and he's going dispenserless. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Building a dispenser, wrangling against the sentry, building it on top there. And no fun ever can the other team has. Jesus. Alright. Oh, we got taken. Oh, shit. Well, he got a random crit. But the spy stabbed him. Alright, so I think I'm just going to showcase that as well. We're up to 5 now, but I'm not sure how we're doing on minutes. So let's see. Ferris. Yeah, let's just call it Fuck Harvest. Why not? Overwatch Whiplash. Well, I have been playing so much Overwatch, and I really like that game. Not sure if I will switch away though, but it's definitely interesting. So it's Karma's camera again, so just gonna build through. And then he got shot, and then he puts it down. And he's gonna wrangle against snipers, wrangle against soldiers. And okay, this one might actually replace the standard play, because this is way more interesting. He got way more kills, and generally did a lot. There's like more going on. There's more pressure. It's not like he just sits there because the other team is like pressuring. So this one might be later. So, yeah, see, there's spies, like constant shit happening, and they're not just owning. And also got a couple of kills. So right now, the one that he had with standard play is going to be replaced by this one, because I feel like this one illustrates a lot better. He's also using. He also got a kill with the or 2 kills with the Southern Hospitality, and they're still up on this ledge, repairing, and he's just like clinging. So yeah, this one is pretty good. Just stay in combat, and he's an oaf. Yeah, guns level 2. That's cool. Guns level 3 has a teleporter there. That's risky. Found a spore. Took him out too. So very good example usage of that wrench. I think is his dispenser over there. I think it is. So yeah, very good play. He's just going at it, and then he does the lets it finish to level 2, and then hits it once for level 3, which is a trick I use a lot, so that is going to be mentioned as well. His dispenser goes down, and he almost immediately builds a new one. The engineer's there, and now his gun's level 2 because red tape recorder, because fuck you and your buildings. Now he's degrading the teleport as well, and then he loses and dies. So that makes for a good joke for about the thing. Let's see. Then we go over here, and then we just delete number 4. And then we just go 6 and like karma camera. Karma camera. Bad water. Good defense. Alright, so this is Overwatch Whiplash 2. Going back into the game. There we go. So this is the build order. Builds the dispenser first. He has a friend who's built a teleporter. Builds now the sentry. Let's see if he has it ready in time until the bad guys arrive. No, he's actually going to go for a teleporter on back on the cliff there. So there you go. And there's not really any pressure, so the gun's level 3 and everything's fine. It finishes just in time as the demo jumps in, so that's good. So this is a pretty standard play. Seems to be a lot less happening here, so did get a mini crit from there, but that's not super interesting. At least not to me. So we're still just hanging about. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna get featured because like there's nothing happening. He's not really doing anything either. He's not Wrangler jumping or doing anything crazy. Normally what I do in like situations like this when there's like nothing happening, I just go and like grab my gun and place it somewhere stupid. Let's see if he does that. Gets 1 kill. Spy comes in, loses the gun. Likes this replay. It's almost done. I think they're gonna win, I think. Or he's gonna die. And he died. And that's the end of that. So compared to the first one, compared to the first one, it wasn't that interesting, so just delete. And we have a Wrangler offense. So I'm not sure who this is. So let's go back. Alright, so this is Commander Snowcat is playing on Powerhouse, so that's interesting. So it's going to build in spawn and build it all the way to level 3. And then he's going to build a teleporter. And then use the regular wrench to get that repair boost. Alright, so he's going to go and defend last. Nope. He's going to go and he is... Yeah, just right there. Yeah, that's good. And then you realize that putting it here covers all the entrances because this map is horribly designed in this joke. That is going to be the fail. The failed replay. Like, I allow one replay to show you. Like, this is what not to do. Do not pick the gun or build the gun in spawn and then spend excessive amount of time achieving nothing. And as soon as you go into combat, you die and you lose the entire fucking thing. All right, so that's going to be 7. That's like a good fail video there. It was Commander something. Commander fail. So that's going to be the 7 fail replay. So what you're seeing is like the genuine reaction to that. And I'm actually going to do something I don't do, but maybe I start doing that. And I'm going to do my replays because normally I have a bias towards my own. So we'll see if I play cool. So we're playing on Snowy Coast. How long is this one? 3 minutes. That's a good time. So let's see, just working on everything. And lose it immediately to this pyro. Vending. It's going to build a dispenser there. Or reposition it and then build it here. Like similar to Karma's camera, except that I have the dispenser with me and he didn't. Then we build a teleporter exits. There we go. And we're just going to defend from here and we're not going to do much. Just going to keep upgrading stuff. Sentry covering sentries. That's a good strategy. Working on. When you have nothing else to do, you just work on that teleporter. And my philosophy is as long as the enemy doesn't turn a corner, I don't care what they do. So now we're doing something stupid. Yeah, that wasn't really fun. Like I jumped up and get killed by a demo man, so Sorry, myself. I'm gonna have to delete that replay because that replay was shite. Wasn't really that interesting. I mean, it was fun when I played it, but when I look at it now, it's like, nah. We have a much better fail of someone else that isn't me. So this is a continuation where the shit's taking a beating. We're moving stuff. Just doing the standard, and then we wait until it's complete and get 2 whacks, get level 3. Checking for spies. And then we jump up. And then we do, the cheese strategy. And then we put teleporter exit. And we do an entrance. All right, so maybe I'll show this one because like this is a neat trick you can do that doesn't really work at all. And then we're just gonna spend excessive time upgrading the teleporter that nobody's gonna use, but me, maybe. So there we go, just hanging out and just move. Oh, okay, that's a spy. And just hang out in the back. Spy comes up, saps it. We kill him. We repair the gun, and we get killed. So that was pretty shit too. I mean, that was not a good replay of anything of interest happening. It's like, yeah, I built a teleporter and then I died. I accomplished nothing with it. I was being super cheesy and it didn't work and it didn't do anything. And I'm also super laid back, if you can't tell. So next one, continuation as well. Building teleporter. Or a sentry getting destroyed. So then, oh yeah, this is the one where I think I get stuck. Yeah, so I kill that guy, and I build a sentry, and then they just come and murder me. So yeah, that wasn't a good one either. Because these are like normally you guys you look through all the replays and you like delete the ones that are just shit because you have to record between lives anyway. That's kind of what I'm doing now with my own. So I'm kind of like filtering through, and I got 3 more of my own. So maybe this will be a really short episode. Who knows? Because I didn't really play this much because I played a lot of Overwatch, and Overwatch is really fun. Don't have any plans to do any YouTube videos of that game so far because unlike TF2, like when I started doing videos of TF2, I had lots of knowledge about the game. About Overwatch. Like I don't know how to counter. Like from when I played TF2 back in the day when I started, I always knew how to handle every situation, like what we needed, how to play, what to change, what to use. Always, but with Overwatch, I don't fucking know. I play Widowmaker all the time. People yell at me. But yeah, so this is standard defense here. Oh, I'm okay. I'm actually covering another sentry. So we actually haven't seen this where I'm actively watching another sentry with the Rescue Rangers. So that is something that might be worth showing off. And then surviving a random crit. So yeah, I think this will be the one I show off, unless we have better ones later. So just hanging out and spray for victory. Spy coming in, and then I was ready to help the other guy, but he just left. I think he was going to go sulk in a corner. And then we repair, and then I fuck up the thing. And I move it again. A spy comes, and we lose everything but the dispenser, so that's fine. If the dispenser survives, you can rebuild pretty quickly. So I think this is a good example to show that, like, hey, dispensers are important. And then we reload the gun and we repair his as well. So you actually can't see how many kills I have, so I might actually edit the HUD for this episode maybe, because you can see the overlay is actually covering how many kills the sentry has. So maybe I'll just look into some ini files and see if I can edit that, and then I die. So yeah, I think I will show this one. Let's see. This is called taking care of other sentry. There we go. Going back to rescue 5. Yeah, I renamed it there. So now we're back. Time's about to run. I forgot to start the recording on this one. So this is Badwater. Similar to what we've seen to Karma's camera. So, but his replay was really good. It was a lot of action. So I might not even show mine. So this is the standard stuff that I do. So as you can see, the enemy team is utilizing the strategy of being a spy and running up to the sentry and dying. So then we go and repair. There we go. So if I wanted to test the damage, I should probably get someone to help me, I think. do that. And I think like it's good to do comparison videos instead of just like an episode where I just mention it. Similar to what I did with the Jag back in the day when the Jag was bad. So then we move this, and the enemies appear, and guns are shooting. There we go. Try to repair it while it's being active. So this is how I like to repair. We'll mention this in the episode, but I'm not really a huge Wrangler user because the Wrangler isn't as strong, and I feel like if I'm using the Wrangler, it's only the sentry that's shooting. But if I'm shooting as well, we have two things shooting at the same time. But yeah, it's pretty much the same thing that happens to here that did in the Karma's camera one, except another engineer shows up and we're just kind of hanging out. So don't think I will show this one. We've seen this. I mean, I wrangled the demo, but who the fuck cares? Like, this is nothing we haven't seen before. We've seen all of this hanging out here in this very spot with this very loadout, except he had the Southern Hospitality, which again is different. So now I would go and do something stupid. And then the sentry doesn't even get a kill. I mean, my sentry has 9 kills. Look at the overlay. Boop, boop. So there you go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna edit the HUD to accommodate that. How am I doing on time? Alright, so let's see. You wanna, since this is behind the scenes, and this just literally occurred to me, you wanna watch fixing the HUD? There's like, if you look here, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 replays left, and it's only 19 o'clock. So as long as I start the episode before 9 and it doesn't get too late, because this is going to be a pretty short episode, I think. Then we have time to do that. So let's see if I can find. Let's see, TF2 HUD, custom HUD. What was it called? Custom HUD. Editing PDF file, Flame. I think that was, yeah, Flame guide to HUD. Yeah, Flame HUD. Yes, that's the document that I used when I made the high HUD. So let's see. Do we have Sentry? Target IDs. Let's see if is there anything for engineer here. Metal value. Okay, so I don't think it actually says here what it is, so because all I want to do, let's see if we can go into a replay here, or whoops, if you just go into my next one, let's see, play it, right. If you go into my demo, the thing I want to do, let's see, if you take a look, yeah, as you can see, it's just to bring this down here, I think, by this much. So it's just some XY coordinates that has to be edited. So your screen around. Okay, so you're on that screen. Cool. All right. So let's go into my folder, to my Steam. Steam Games, Steam Apps, Common, Team Fortress, TF. And then it's under Custom. And here we have the high HUD, and then we have, let's see, UI. It was probably in scripts. Yes, HUD layout. Right. Okay, welcome to editing the HUD. Let's see, is there anything called Sentry here? Engineer. Building status engineer. Is it this field? Is it this field? If this is, then I will be very, very happy. Okay, so let's just turn this to 0. Let's save it, go to TF2 and see if a refresh of the HUD does anything. Oh yeah, cool. Demo, resume. So let's see what did this actually do. Because I turned it off So it actually didn't do anything. So maybe visual building status engineer. Let's see. Y position, X position. Put this to 10. Does it do anything? Let's see. All right, so I found it. You saw it move. You saw it move. All right, cool. I found it. Oh my god. So let's turn it down by 20. So right now I'm looking at the OBS. Let's see if it's gonna be better. Wait, hold on. So I'm just gonna let this go very slowly. So let's see. Did that actually do anything? There we go. Is it showing? Okay, so a little bit more because I do want some air there. Let's see. Let's put it at 25. Let's see if that value adds up. Oh yeah, so in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I found something called building status engineer, so I thought that was what it was, and it happened to be, so look at me. Refreshing the HUD, and there we go. Nice. And since it's close to the wall, maybe we'll try something a bit frisky. Let's try -10 for that. Then I get it close to the edge of the screen. Saw that? Doesn't that look good? With the overlay. Yep, so we fixed the HUD. If you ever want to get like these files, you need to look in like some GFC files and some shit like that. Cool. So that's cool. It's like my favorite thing to say. So that's cool. The way Hitler says it in Kung Fury. Sushi. Alright, so moving on. We fixed the HUD, so now it should be visible for you to see how many kills they get instead of the annoying overlay just being over it. So, did we see this one? This one is one you saw right now. So let's see, I'm gonna go build. Oh, this is where you get the build order. Did we see this one already? I don't know, let's see. So I'm building this here, building here. Is there anything special happening? Did we see this or not? I don't remember. Looks a bit weird when it's like that, but I mean, I can see it. It's not far up, so it's fine. So is anything gonna happen? Using the Wrangler, repairing it. Sentry shooting all that stuff. We've seen this before, so not that interesting just because it's me. Then we do some crazy jump, and we miss the rock, and we just build it in a spot, and it gets taken out, and they bum rush us, and we lost everything, but that's okay, because we're gonna rebuild. Okay, so this we haven't seen. We haven't seen when you lose all your shit, and you're gonna rebuild. And this, oh yeah, I remember this. This guy has the worst dispenser placements, like right at that door. I'm like, gotta move that gear up. And he's like, no, it's gonna be a decoy. So thanks to that, yeah, okay. Not that interesting, in my opinion. So far, only one of my replays made it in, but we have some more user submitted ones. So this is, and the reason I have this up is to see if I'm on the wrong slide, because what really sucks if you're on the wrong slide. The computer behind me there is where I stream to Twitch. Cool. All right. So when you play demos with spaces in them, you need goose eyes. So let's have a look at that. This is an engineer with an unusual. So there you go. This is Firis. He's looking pretty schwanky dank. Building it there, and then he's gonna, oh, hello, building a dispenser. Oh, look at this nonsense. Building in spots you can only get to. There you go. So when I would look at this again in the replay, I would look at how he did the management. So, well, yeah, I think they actually shoot the foot of the sentry without actually doing anything. So let's see. Oh, well, he does. Just spamming. That's a bit scary though, if they come a sniper in the window and you're not hidden behind the sentry completely. Or you just get hit by that. But I think I'm going to show that because we haven't seen that. We have not seen crazy places you can build. So that's going to be virus secret strategy. Yes. So moving on to the next one. I'm glad this kind of turned into a shorter one because usually like there's like a scroll on the side, like a gigantic list. But I guess it's just not me who's busy with Overwatch, huh? So this is Kipo. No, this is a LRSA. The Laggineer. Lagging pretty badly. Using the Rifleman's cap. That is a good choice for a hat. It looks really good with everything. Okay, so just gonna go back. There you go, building that there. Nice, nice. Using the Jag on offense. We haven't seen that so far, so let's see if this is anything worth watching. Sentry gets taken out. And then the offensive sentry doesn't work, so yeah, I think I might show this. I'll keep it because we only have 9. Usually I go for 12. That's like a good number. This is the sentry, so this is pretty much how everything goes to shit, and it's hard to play. This, yeah. And then, whoa, still alive. Holy crap. I'm working on dispenser, get met to level 2. And then once again, gonna try, push the cart, losing everything, dying to a pyro. So normally we just allow one fail replay, but that's kind of interesting too, because you know it's important to showcase everyone. Lores sucks. One. I have to give it names so that I'll remember it. So this is the Classic 10. Classic 10. So we're back here on Borneo. Gonna go if we have 2 engineers on offense. It's gonna build it in the front and then run out of metal and be like shit. It's gonna be moving it up slightly. This is a very bad spot for it to be in, because I think others can hit it without it being able to hit them. And there you go, it gets destroyed. So yeah, a lot of metal and time and effort spent on something that got destroyed pretty quickly. So and then waiting, not opting to build a dispenser like a bitch. So yeah, good. You have no metal. You have 0 metal. So you have to go back and steal the other metal from the other engineer. And then you should run and whack that sentry so it becomes level 2. You should whack that sentry so it becomes level 2. You should hit it. That's good. I'm not going to show the previous one. I'm going to show this one because this one was painful to watch. This is like all the engineers like what not to do. So I'm actually going to look at this. I take this, I copy this name, I delete this. Let's see. I delete. Can I not delete this? There we go. So there we go. That was LRSA. Oof, that was bad. That was bad. So going back to the game. Still LRSA, hanging out. So there you go, dispenser level 3, nice. Teamwork, which button was that? Yeah, Control Alt slash backslash. And then building it. When do you learn? Like it doesn't, like this is about improving in the game. Is like if you go and you do something that doesn't work, don't keep doing it. First, like you can trial, like maybe it was just a one-time thing, but like generally building a level 1 sentry in the choke where the enemy's gonna come is a pretty bad idea. But also for every fail, we give them 1 redemption round, so they can like prove themselves that they are not scrub lords. And as you can see, this is actually a pretty good spot to be in because you can repair the sentry without being in any harm's way yourself, all while being covered by another sentry. And then he has to run out and shoot. Oh, actually moving it, and then plunking it down. And then it gets destroyed. So then it's going to rebuild it here. Wow, that was a quick upgrade. And they're going to move it out. The dispenser isn't destroyed yet. And we're going to put it in the exact same spot because they're not going to expect that. We're not going to repair the other engineer's dispenser because fuck him. And we're going to build it in the same spot and watch it get destroyed. Remember, I haven't seen this one before, so it's going to get destroyed right about now. Okay, I was wrong. There you go. That might be the redemption round in the last replay we show off, unless the others are good. So this is the redemption. That's not how you spell redemption, but that's how I spell it. That's when I hit Hanja, the Hanja key. It does a somersault. Alright. Classic 2. So Eloresa. Once again, building a sentry on last. Depending. So depending on what happened in the other ones. This one is actually, I think this is one before. Okay, so oh, hello. Building on a spot you can't normally reach without it. So maybe we'll show this one instead. Depending on how long that thing is there. So the dispenser going up. And right now you don't actually need metal, because you can't do anything about that building you have up there, except use the Rescue Ranger. I also feel the Rescue Ranger should use metal when you're repairing. I think that's, like, fair. Or maybe not. I haven't thought about it too much. But always, like, all the other guns, like Short Circuit, and they use metal to do engineer stuff. Going up, and it's going to be refilling with some rockets. Going back down. It's going to get disabled a lot, but fixing that little Timmy. So yeah, I think I'm actually going to show this one instead of the other one, because this one is actually much more interesting. Because I actually didn't know you could put it up there. Which means he can't get zapped. That means you might have to pick it up soon, yeah. So when he gets harassed too much. That's why you have the Wrangler, man. Oh, the lag. Is she gonna jump back up? Oh, the modem. The modem is real. Alright, so the gun's up there. Wait, was that a face stab? She was lagging a lot, so. Let's go back and have a look-see. So let's see here. Then we have the leg thing. Let's see. Oh, there's the spot. Oh, where is he? There he is, right in front of me. It doesn't get more right in front of you than that. Good. All right. So that might be a good one to end. So when it's possible ending, I just go. Oh, see, it's at 12. Elores. Oh, it's gonna be 11 because we're not gonna show the previous one. Elores. Sa secret spot. Face stab. So the last one has to be pretty good to be interesting. I'm not sure who that is. Normally, you can tell if an episode is popular or not by how many submissions I get. So I guess Rescue Ranger and Wrangler is like a pretty... It's a concept that pretty much everybody gets. Commander Snowcat. So he's back here once again. I'm not sure if this is before or after the last replays, but he hasn't apparently learned anything from staying there. But he's going to build it in spawn and then carry out. And if he dies, I'm going to laugh. There you go. They're just going to move forward here. He's going to spend a lot of time just running around, finding the perfect... Oh, there we go. Perfect spot. And you need a dispenser right here, so you can't actually utilize it. It's going to work on that. I'm going to be looking to repair, and then... Ooh, the gun's shooting. And then he goes into Wrangle. There you go. There's also a timing involved that I will mention in the episode that is with the Rescue Ranger. Just keep in mind, when it's wrangled, you have... oh, great. I'm not sure if I'm going to show that one because he built it in Spawn, he carried it out, put it down, he used the Wrangler once, Rescue Ranger it a bit, and all of that stuff we've seen before. So that's going to conclude the gathering of the episode, the replays. So there we go. That's the current folder. That's how I do. So whenever I look this way, hold on, this is going to be cool. So that's you guys, right? So this is stop. So whenever I look here, I'm actually looking at this other screen, right? This is where the chat will be and all that stuff. I'm going to show that before the episode starts later. So whenever I say you guys, this is you. A camera. I'm talking to a camera. Cool. All right. So the next part is doing the thumbnail. All right. So we were graciously lucky to get a thumbnail from a cool guy. So let's go into my Gmail. It's the wrong one. There we go. And that was the thumbnail. So it was the insane magic. And this one is good. Let's see, is there a download button? Yes, there is. So for making thumbnails, I use a free program called Paint.net, which I just started using because it was all right to use, I guess. Let's see if we can bring it up on the other screen here. So this is what it looks like. Pretty standard. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the folder here. And there we go. And for some reason, I keep closing these tabs. So this is a pretty fun fun one where you have the Wrangler and you have the Rescue Ranger with the bolt inside it. It's pretty cool. So what we add, we do a layer. And one thing I can never remember is the number. I think it's 246, right? So how do we figure that out? Well, we go back. We go to the YouTubes. And we just check. There's a lot of Dragon Ball and stuff here. So the last one, 245, yes, it's 246. And then we have to make it white and use the TF font. And I think that the basic size I use is 108. Is this, what size is this? Let's see, this is, oh yeah, this is this is too big, so that's why the font is. Okay, so I have like the fonts needs to be 1920 by 1080, right? So it's gonna say if I want to expand the canvas, but I don't. Look how huge this is. This is a great quality, good piece, and like something like that looks all right to me. And then since we're lazy shitheads, we just copy the layer. Keep canvas size. That looks all right to me, at least. All right. And then normally I put text on it. So Rescue Ranger, Wrangler, or Wrangler Rescue Ranger is pretty good because the Wrangler is up top. Wrangler Rescue Ranger. And then we have to verify if it's actually called the Rescue Ranger. I spelled it right, so let's go to the, and yeah, as you can see, the Rescue Ranger is actually, it's called actually the Rescue Ranger, so just gonna call it Rescue Ranger. And the font I normally use here is 144, so let's see, does this fit? It does, but I'm gonna have to center it and then move it around a little. Yeah, it looks okay to me. So let's just go and delete that and use a new layer because I'm an idiot. What did I do that? Okay, so it's got Wrangler, Rescue Ranger. So can I? Or I could do something new that I never done before, and that is just to have the title be below the video because you don't actually need it here. So that's what I did with the last video, and I think I'm just going to do that from now on. So yeah, you witnessed a paradigm shift where I changed the way my thumbnails work. So now, when you see the thumbnail, it's only going to be the number HiGPS in the corner, and it's going to say the title, because when you look at the video on YouTube, it says Doctor and Force School updated, and then like the number here. So normally I do that for all the videos, but the last one I did with Uncle Dane, there's like, I mean, the thumbnail should speak by itself, like community pubbing, sniper, coaching newbies. Let's see, yeah, puff and sting, or maybe I should. No, I should do the text. Inner monologue. So it's Wrangler, Rescue Ranger. Cool. So we're just gonna have Rescue Ranger here, and then I'm gonna put the Wrangler up here so you actually can see the thing. Cool. Does that look good? Let's see if we can align this. Cool. So there we go. And what? I have, if I have to use control down to like get it down properly. Wait. Wrangler, Rescue Ranger, cool. And then I have like, the way I do this is I copy the layer and then I invert the colors. Let's see. Invert the colors, and then we have control down, control. Oh wait, I have to actually close the program to get the control down to work. The soundboard. There we go. And the same on the other. Whoops, that was the wrong one. This one. Invert. And there you go. There you have Wrangler, Rescue Ranger. And then we just combine all of these layers. And then we save it in my folders under current. And the reason it's called current is that, well, I'm too lazy to add one new one. So if you go here now, it should have updated. Why hasn't it updated? It should have. Oh, is it because it's global? Hold on. Properties. Yeah, it's because it doesn't read. Ah, right. Okay, so this one. Okay. So if I change it, I have to like do something. All right, so there we go. There it is. Cool. I hope I had the right screen on when I did the thumbnail. Hopefully I did. Right, so it's now 1926. I'm pretty much ready to go. But we're gonna figure out what I'm gonna be doing for next week. So let's go in and look at the spreadsheet. And this is normally what I do to figure out the stuff we could look at. So here we are what the thing is. So we already done this. So we had to do the Rescue Ranger. To me, it's fine. So I'm just gonna. I already decided that this is fine, so I'm just gonna put that fine, and the Wrangler is fine as well. This is we have done it or not. So this is actually gonna be the next episode. So this is when I think and I decide like what should be the next weapon. It's usually a gray weapon or a combination or something. There's some that's not really that interesting, like the Rap Assassin and the Fan of War, and like the Equalizer is pretty boring. However, these are like that is back when we mostly did replays. This was HUD reliant. But there's one weapon that is like 2 classes and we can cover more stuff. So one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to be a bit of a lazy piece of shit. And I'm going to do something we've never done before, and that is to give you a bit more choice. So you can play either you have to use the half-side Toichi, right? That's what I've decided. Half-side Toichi, and when you use the soldier, you have to use the airstrike with it. Just because I want to cover this in... Oh, no, wait, no. No restrictions. All you have to do is use the half-side Toichi. Everything else is optional. Because I was like, man, I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna do all these 3 in one. So we're gonna cover the loose cannon, the lock and load, the airstrike, and the half-side Toichi all in the same episode. Ha 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 ha. No. So yeah. I mean, you already know this because the episode's out, and this one might come out right before the next one. But yeah, that's how I decide. And after that, I haven't really thought about it that much. Yeah. I wrote in the wrong column. Okay. So that's cool. Right, so now I'm gonna go over to using this camera. I'm gonna show you what happens next. Because right now, what happens is, why don't I just show you? So that's you guys, right? So this is the stop. So whenever I look here, I'm actually looking at this other screen, right? This is where the chat will be and all that stuff. I'm gonna show that before the episode starts later. So whenever I say you guys, this is you. The camera took it. Alright, so we just got done doing the regular prep. So this is exactly where we left off. This is my room. This is the green screen I used when Attitude was here. Still standing there because I don't use my TV. That was the dinner I ate. And here we have my messy desktop. I'm a hoarder, but this is where I put up the, let's see. Alright, so just got done doing that, pretty much. And now it is the next phase of the thing. This is the dinner, and this is the green screen I used when Attitude was here. So, let's see if I can get this going for you guys. Alright. So, let's show you the magic. This is as basic as it gets. Hold on. So I just entered the link to the site, right? So this is what I do, right? Because there's some Germans, they can't watch YouTube streams. So this is what I do. I start this up here, and then I just have my own OBS that just captures the monitor like this. You might have seen this if you watch this on Twitch. And then I just full screen this and I stream this to Twitch, because the reason I stream to YouTube mainly and not Twitch is because I never got partnered with Twitch, and whenever I tried to apply for partnership, they're like, encoding is hard, we can't do that. And also, they don't accept very high bit rates, and I got my new computer and I want to give you guys 1080p 60 FPS, 10,000 kilobits worth of quality of stream, and Twitch can't deliver that. So obviously I just pick YouTube, who delivers that to free for me anyway, and I have a partnership with YouTube and everything. But enough about that shit. Let's talk about the clothes. I think these are exactly the same clothes that I wore last time. I wear them for maybe like twice before I wash them. That's because I only sit in them for like an hour at a time, and then it's only me here. So if it smells, does it? No, actually it doesn't smell at all. So this will be the outfit that I will use, because this is my uniform, red and blue. That's the team, right? Cool. And then I sometimes decide to have a hat. So let's go here in the hallway. Put some lights on. At the top you have a sombrero, and now let's see what hides in the closet. And that's my bedroom, by the way. Cool. So let's see what kind of hat should I use this episode? What kind of hat's cool? What hat's funny? So a lot of these hats I don't really use that much. This one doesn't fit even. And here we have the old fedora that the internet ruined. It's a nice hat, but these neck bears, man, they ruined everything. So I switched in game 2. But I think I like to wear the beret, because that's kind of cool, like army. So yeah, like it's usually not a lot of thought. It's just I look in, it's like, what do I want to wear? Let's see, what else do we have here? We have the Jamaican hat that I used once. We have the green beret, but that's not cool enough. The blue beret is way cooler. And then we have cowboy hats, and we got the old hats. Got the Daejeon cap. We got the tits in the back, and then we have the luchador mask. And then we have some more fedoras, and both the red and the blue cap, and we have old hats, and I don't think I've even used this one, actually. Oh, never think I've used this one. Fuck it, let's use this one. I've never used this one before. I'm not sure why. It's just been hiding at the back always. Yeah, let's use it. Alright, so there's now a couple of things that's remaining and that I do on the thing. So let's take a look at the time. It's now 1933, so I think I will start the episode at 1945. So I'm going to go and announce that now. So now the stream has started. Just playing some music. The headset fell on the ground. This is the outfit I will switch to, but now I will start to stream on Twitch as well. So what we do is that we just maximize this window, right? And then we go 720p. And then we alt tab, and then we just, well, this is the preview, so we go here, start the streaming, close this, and hope that no one notices that this is actually from YouTube. So that's why Twitch strategy is really, really delayed. But it's a way to reach all audiences, so that's fine. So this is what it looks like. I have both chats here, and this is the window that I look at to make sure that I'm on the right screen. And I'm also going to start the soundboard, so we have that going as well. Cool. So now it's time for me to change. And I don't think I need to show that. And then, of course, after I change, I have to look myself in the mirror. And, oh, look at this hat. It looks... Wait, I don't know how mirrors and cameras work. Okay, I can just show you. Looks great, doesn't it? It's like the best hat you have ever seen in your life. Cool, so that's it. Just gonna wait a few minutes, let the viewers count go up. It's currently this amount of minutes, so should be live in 3 minutes, but I normally don't really start on time. So during that time, I decided to just fill the water, sit down, look at the chat, make sure audio levels is fine. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this kind of, not really behind the scenes, but more like how I do things. And this is the entire process of doing an episode. I did not record me recording the recordings, because you saw the recordings, but normally there's a lot of thought going into that, but it's like thought that happens on the subway and elsewhere, and this is a pretty standard combo that a lot of people are very familiar with. There's not much that has changed, so it doesn't really require that much effort. But other times, like, I have to actually measure if something is faster or slower than something else. Cool. I selected this hat to use. I think I've never actually used it since I bought it. Because it's always been in the back. That one's really cheap though. Bought it in Korea. I've had it since 2011, not worn it once. Cool. I don't think. Right. So the next part right now is to make the announcement. And to fix the plugin. So I got 25 something on my test message. Thanks for nothing, I guess. There's a lot of people who are just like, hey, could you like do this thing that's not related to anything you do for me? And then when you go no, and it's like, oh, thanks for nothing. So, but I accept every friend invite I get. But so let's go to Steam community website. Wait, I normally do this through Steam, but since I already have the browser up, it doesn't really matter. So let's go to the group, create an event, schedule. And while we wait for that to load, let's go to, there we go. Go to Twitch. And then we have to update all of this shit. So let's go to the dashboard. While that loads, we will go over here. Let's see, 246. Wrangler Rescue Ranger. There we go. Cool. And then also here. Go and then let's see, Twitch settings. And then we change this. Change thumbnail to the current one. Copy that link, post it here. Grab that link, post that here. I should like just have a document that has these links, but I type them in every time. So we go channel and videos, and then choosing this, right? Save. All right, and then we change the title here to Wrangler Rescue Ranger. And then we examine the Wrangler plush Rescue Ranger. Wrangler plus Rescue Ranger. Did I type it? Yes, I did. Hopefully. Then we set the time, and it's like 7:45. So actually, documenting this didn't take that long because there wasn't that many replays. But normally there's like more than twice as much. But I guess yeah, people are busy. So streaming at 1080p, 60 FPS, 10K at Twitch, and streaming at 720p, 60 FPS, 3K. There we go. And voila. Let's go 7:45. So now that that's in play, I normally just put up my Spotify, and I have a list here. I have a lot of, like I did swing dancing a lot, so there's a lot of swing lists, but I have a high list that has like all the songs that I play. So this is where I just put the screen here, and then I start streaming with the music. So if you watch it from here, if you stop the episode now, this is where the next episode or the next stream starts. And then after the stream has been going for a little bit, that's when the episode starts. Cool. So now I just got done with the episode. You can see in the background there, I just stopped the stream. So now let's look at how we do things now that the show is over and I posted the raffle and everything. So that was my Spotify list. So here we go. Let's just take a look. And I think I closed all the windows. So we have Twitch here. So I don't actually have any statistics. I have the chat. Right. So what I do is that I have a folder where all my, let's see if I can show you here, where all my videos go. Just called vids. This is where all the videos show up. So I have to delete this sometime. But now the latest one is, this is the one I'm recording right now, so it's not that one. It's this one right here. So I'm just moving that to my folder called HiGPS, and here I have all the episodes lately. This is from when I got the new computer. So Wrangler Rescue Ranger, cool. So we just put that in there, and then we title it like that, Wrangler Rescue Ranger. Cool, and then we go to YouTube. And we hit upload. And then we just start the upload. We do this, alright, so. Then we get the thumbnail. So what I'm doing is that you never know with YouTube if YouTube's gonna be around or not. So I have every episode saved with the tag and the name and that, and I also have a tags folder that I use for the description that I always copy, so it's the same thing. So here we have a notepad with all the ones. So here we have the tags that I use. So normally I just switch out these. So it's like engineer, Wrangler, Rescue Ranger in 2 words, remote control, because that some people might be searching that, and the others are like Team Fortress 2, Heavy GPS, HiGPS, TF2, Freecast, Show, Info, Noob, Pro, Guide, How to, Engineer, and hopefully that catches some of the searches. And then we just go, we take a look at the Wrangler Rescue Ranger combo, which is pretty similar to what it was before, something like that. And then we have all the groups, and of course we have raffles. This time we're giving away a good item, but if you're watching this video, the raffle might be over. So there we go. So here we have all the previous raffles that have been giving away stuff. So we've done 21 of these, 22. This one is 23, but it's skipped. So there you go. So you can actually win this thing if you paid attention. So we're just gonna have to put this link in here. Whoops, wrong document. There we go. So then we copy this in here, and then we go and copy this in here. And then we also have the playlist, of course, the HiGPS playlist and the engineer. And if you look at the playlist, this is all sorted after what we did last. So I think we're gonna have to do a medic episode last, because as you can see, it's been quite a while since we've done anything medic. It's like medic, scout, sniper, and then lately we've done a lot of engineer and soldier and stuff like that. And then I just take the tagline, put this here, and have it posted on Google Plus and save. And fucking done. Then I just wait for this to go through, and then I go on about my day. Probably gonna be play some Overwatch, because that game is fun. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes. I'm going to be editing this as well. I don't think I need to... It's going to be pretty meta if I film me editing. Like I film me editing the video I'm editing. Whatever. So now this is actually getting very meta, because right now I am editing the video of me doing the editing of the video. But basically I just taken like some of the early clips that you've seen. I mean, this face right here. Yeah, there you go. So there's really not, I just have to do this in a chronological order, and luckily the way I record things it is. So this is just, let's see, 5. So I'm gonna go and announce that now. So now the stream has started. Just playing some music. Okay, I can just show you recordings, because you know you saw the recordings, but normally there's a lot of. Let's see, did I record me doing the announcements? What is this? So now I selected this to use. I think I've never actually used it since I bought it. Whoops, I hope I don't get copy claim for just playing that. So let's see. So now, I just got done with the episode. Engineer, and hopefully that paid attention. Been quite a while for this to go through, and then I go on about my day. Probably gonna be play some Overwatch. Yeah, I didn't play Overwatch, I decided to edit this instead. So let's see if I can get this correctly. So this is all the videos. Was recorded today. This one is, yeah, that's a good one. I think I actually skipped something. Let's see here. Yeah, so there we go, the announcements. Yeah, that's okay, so it looks okay. So that looks cool. All right, so this is where this gets put, and then I'm gonna show you the rendering process. So now I'm done with the editing here. I've got my other computer, the old one that I used, sitting here, and it's gonna render. And that's the end of the video. Bye.